And now we're finally getting up and started, but the very important first thing is just a couple of words from the people that are actually funding this banquet. So I would like to invite John Paul Blais, the Manager of Capital Operations, AANDC, to come up and say a couple of words.
Thank you very much, John. What a great conference. And what a great conference, and what a lot of work that must have gone into putting this event on. And really want to congratulate everybody for the hard work that they've put into this. Good evening, everybody. Elders, Eagle Boy drummers, community leaders, conference participants, and invited guests. It's truly a pleasure. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces. And AANDC, Aboriginal Affairs and Northern Development Canada, is pleased to be a sponsor of this event. You know, it's a celebration of the achievements and success of First Nations working together, you know, to achieve successful, sustainable housing in their communities. And it's a testament to all the communities in Northern Ontario. So on behalf of Aboriginal Affairs and Northern Development Canada, I'd like to thank you all for our invitation to be able to participate in the event this evening and to be a funder of the event. I think it's the work that's been done here goes a long way to improve the housing and sustainability of housing in Northern Ontario. So particularly I'd like to acknowledge and congratulate the Katchawinin First Nation, the tonight's award recipient, for their outstanding achievement in housing, for the hard work that they've done and the efforts that they put into their housing program. They really deserve a lot of credit for the work they're doing for their community membership. And we'd like to congratulate the community on that. As well, you know, the award, it brings, I think, a lot of honor to the First Nation and the industry, the housing industry in Ontario. So Aboriginal Affairs in Northern Development Canada, we've been a long-standing sponsor for the conference that we're here to celebrate tonight. And we're happy that we can be part of these accomplishments. I think the conference recognizes that access to safe, sustainable, affording housing, it's essential to improving the economics and the social outcomes, supporting a healthy, sustainable First Nation communities. So good work. I think the networking here is something that helps improve the housing and the new concepts, the contracts, the technology, the building and maintaining better homes. It's a cornerstone to the healthy communities in Ontario. And I guess in closing, I just wanted to say it's an inspiration to see the work that's been done, to see the improvements that are made in the housing, and the dedication of the community membership. Actually, the impressive number of suppliers that were here today at the trade show. I think that was really good to see. All the contractors that have come out, various government officials, community leaders, and the partners that have made a difference and are making a difference in the communities. So again, thank you for inviting Aboriginal Affairs to be part of the conference and for getting an opportunity to say a few words. And have a great evening, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
And would I like to invite Catherine Campbell to come up, the manager of Aboriginal Housing from CMHC, who is also a major sponsor for us all the time.
Thanks, Jan. I don't have any notes. This is a bit of a surprise, but I'm really happy to have this chance to stand up here and to congratulate you. I'm going to make it short and sweet because there's nothing worse than a speaker standing between you and your dinner. I want to acknowledge the Eagle Boy drummers, honored guests, delegates. I want to congratulate the organizing committee. This is not an easy event to put together. All of these individuals have full-time jobs, and this is a real challenge, but it's a very important event. We at CMHC are very happy. We've been able to support you for a number of years, and we want to congratulate you on your hard work. The conference wouldn't be a success, though, without all of the delegates here, without the contributions of everybody here. It's a wonderful opportunity to network, to learn, and to meet new people and find new resources. I know we've had a great opportunity to have some good meetings with a number of you and to meet new people, and we really appreciate that time. So congratulations, and congratulations to Naketchewana on your award tonight. Well-deserved and a wonderful honor for you. So enjoy your dinner, and thank you again for having us.
Thank you. And now, do I really need to introduce the Eagle Boy drummers? Go for it. I'd like to invite the Elder Garland Moses to lead us in prayer.
Bonjour. My name is Garland Moses. I'm from a member of the Ojibwe's of Pick River First Nation. And I like to acknowledge that sort of tobacco that was sort of given to me to do what is asked of me. And it is a great honor. And I share that sort of tobacco with the drum, because I think it's very important to always acknowledge the gift of the sort of tobacco. And I always kindly think about that the gift is one of the sort of sacred gifts that we hold dear to our heart. And that gift is never yours, because that gift is always there to share amongst everyone here. I also like to talk about family. That drum that's been coming here, that's my family. That's all my relatives. And over the past many years, I've always danced around that drum. I always take time to always acknowledge it. And also, I want to talk about the importance of family, because this is your home for the last maybe 2-3 days. And we are here to celebrate who we are. I need you to also recognize oneself and give yourself a pat on the back, because without you being here, our communities who we represent will not be where they are today. It is because of your dedication to who you are willing to come up and learn different things about how to take care of our families at home. Our families at home are doing what we're doing right now. They are sitting down to dinner, and they are probably thinking about each one of us here today, because we are missing at that dinner table. That's who we are. We give oneself so that someday our lives and our future generations could benefit for what we do here today. The people that has sort of taken time in their lives also to make sure that we are well cared for, we are all fed through the food that is being asked to give thanks. They also left their homes so that they could treat you as a member of their family. I like to say a prayer for that food in recognition of the food that we are about to share with one another. That food came from the hands of the Creator. That came through the hands of the people that has harvested that came through the hands of the animals that gave up their lives so that we could enjoy what we are about to share with one another. I think it is important to know that the food that we are about to share is a celebration to ensure that our hearts and our lives are always lifted and given proper sort of direction to why we are here tonight. And it takes some time after you're done to call your family in prayer and share this food with them, because the spirit of the food travels from what you're about to take. And that food continues to to grow. With that, I offer my thoughts that has come from the drum, the song, the creator, and that's a Thanksgiving prayer that I offer here tonight. With that, I say Chimigwich.
I would like to, first of all, invite any elders in the room that wish to go back to the buffet at this point. And then once they have gotten their food, the hotel staff will be calling you one table at a time. So we're not all standing in line all day. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy your food. We're going to move on to the award ceremony while you're finishing up dessert. And so can we move on for the evening? And for the introduction of the awards, I'd like to invite Mark McPherson up from, and I'm going to try this, Mark. We're going to see if we can say this. The Paudigo Zang Ni Yazeng? No, I didn't get it. Okay.
Hello all. Hope that was a good meal. You all enjoy it? As a member of the working group, I'd like to recognize the community of Nikitchweenan for their role in their housing policy and issues and their implementations, what they do. And as part of the working group, I would like to present to you with a short video on their recognitions, I guess.
Nekatcheweenan First Nation is a small and vibrant community located in northwestern Ontario, 60 kilometers northwest of Fort Frances, near the Canada-US border. With close to 400 members, approximately 250 of whom live on reserve, the Nekatcheweenan First Nation strives to foster, promote, and protect the political, physical, mental, emotional, social, economic, and spiritual well-being of current and future generations. One way in which they are promoting the well-being of their community is by ensuring that its members have access to safe and affordable homes. First established in 1992, the Nekatcheweenan First Nation housing policy was developed for the betterment of their community. Their mission was, and remains to this day, to strive and to promote adequate homes that are affordable, meet or exceed Ontario building codes for structural standards, fire and health safety for present and future Nekatcheweenan First Nation band members. Back in the early 1990s, a number of different factors made it apparent that a housing policy was necessary.
Because of the growing population in our community, we always had an issue with shortage of houses. We always had issues with how can you distribute a fair process to families that are in need of adequate housing. And that's basically when we started looking at creating a document that was fair to our community members.
I think the housing policy was developed maybe about 1990, somewhere around there. I've seen changes throughout the community since that time. Like probably about 1990, you notice when you go around the community that the windows in some units are smashed out.
Back before the housing committee was created, the chief and council actually monitored rental units, but back then it was only CMHC units that the band took loans on behalf of the community members, and they monitored that. They monitored that for a number of years, but like I said, councils, chiefs, they work hard They don't have, I never had time to monitor that anyhow. So that's how the committee was created, so they can do that on a day-to-day basis.
The policy lays out everything from how to apply for housing to home damage protocol. The result, say community members, is accountability on the part of homeowners and tenants, transparency on the part of the committee, and a well-maintained community.
The goals here is to provide adequate and safe housing for our band members, and the committee works hard at monitoring each house on a monthly basis, and if there's some things that are required, they fix it and they bring it up to code.
We do strive to make our housing better or livable and healthy, and just be proud of owning your home.
I think it started from then, you know, like people had to be more accountable for their units.
Every time I come out to the community, I could find that everything was in order. Financials are in order. They've had no recoil from CMHC Section 95.
Along with the policy is the Housing Committee, a group of passionate and committed individuals who oversee the implementation of the housing policy. Housing Committee members are people who, regardless of their occupation or age, are genuinely interested in the housing needs of the community and are willing to work to see those needs met.
The structure of the Housing Committee consists of myself, the chairperson. There's a vice chairperson as well, a recording secretary, and 2 sitting members.
The Housing Committee goes to great lengths to keep the community involved in the housing process and actively invites applications from all community members when positions become available on the Housing Committee.
We have a weekly newsletter that goes out, so if it becomes available, like we're looking for a Housing Committee member, it is circulated out in the community. It has made our community stronger because the members know what's going on or what's coming up, say like next week.
Nakachawin First Nation takes great pride in providing affordable, well-maintained homes that are healthy and in good repair for all community members. They focus on education, not only for staff and contractors, but for tenants and potential tenants. The housing policy is a living document and is under constant revision. The committee regularly reviews the policy and makes appropriate changes to deal with any new obstacles that they may have encountered in the previous year.
We have a housing retreat once a year. At the retreat, we review the housing policy and we make changes, deletions. If majority agrees with the changes, then the change will be made.
The Nakachawin First Nation Housing Committee works in partnerships with many different individuals and organizations to ensure they are following best practices, addressing the needs of their community members, meeting deadlines, and adhering to nationally mandated standards. A committee such as this one needs to work well together and in these partnerships in order to be successful, and the Nakachawin First Nation Housing Committee has already been recognized by the CMHC for their outstanding collaboration and teamwork. It is obvious that the housing policy in the community is working.
From the first time I come back here till now, it's amazing what they've done back here, from the old houses that were here at one time till now. It's very, very much a success story.
It's pretty fair. Like, if you understand what we're trying to achieve, our goal is to collect rent and use it to upgrade the buildings.
We do our best to accommodate our people, like if they need a new fridge and stove or whatever. Yeah, we try and keep them happy.
It is ongoing work for the community and the community as well to make this housing committee a success.
The Nakachawin First Nation Housing Policy and Committee manages everything from applications for housing, organizing financing, managing repair requests, and home and building insurance. Newly developed this year is the upcoming Voluntary Maintenance Program. Homeowners can pay a monthly fee which would keep the home eligible for band-managed repairs such as roofs, doors, windows, and health-related issues. Some of the homeowners are on limited incomes, and this gives them an alternative to help protect their assets. As a result of their articulate housing policy and their commitment to providing affordable housing to all community members, Nakatchewinan First Nation provides an excellent example of how to effectively manage housing. Hundreds of community members in Nakatchewinan First Nation have felt the direct impact of this work.
The positive impact we have from having a policy in place is we are able to give out certificates of ownership to, CMHC tenants. So we've done that. We've given 6 of them already to individuals.
Yeah, it's quite a success story for them. We can go around later and look, and you can see that they do take great pride now that they're owners. They look after them.
Everyone works together. Very impressive.
The Northern Housing Conference would like to honor the hard work and dedication of the Nakatchewinan First Nation and recognize them with an Innovation Award. Congratulations.
Bonjour, good evening. This is an honor and to receive this award, and I'd like to thank the Northern Housing Conference staff for a very well-run, informative conference. The film crew who came to our community, Puitagusing, Niashing, Henry Van Ale, L.A. Tanguay, and Curtis Jourdain, and Mark McPherson for nominating our community for this award. Also, I'd like to thank CMHC, Susan Bjorn, Merv Spence, and Gail Dovey for working so closely with our community and help making things run smoothly and answering questions. Nakatchewinan staff, administration, chief and council, and housing committee. We have a housing policy which the committee enforces with full backing from chief and council, especially community members for following the policy, the rent arrears, maintenance programs, etc. We do still have issues, but we try our best to rectify and change policy or procedures to deal with these housing committee issues. We just like to say miigwech, I guess, for receiving this award this evening. Yeah, thank you.
We have an award this year. Thank you.
Oh, it's a little late because we're going to draw it. He was just saying if you haven't put in your name for the raffle, you could do it right now, but we have two things to do, a little housework here. We have a prize from the exhibition that hadn't been given away to Travis, Travis what? Schum? Does that make sense to anybody out there? Travis Schum? No, either I'm saying it really bad, or S-L-O-O-M, something else? No. Then we're going to draw from this pile. Figure out who gets that one, and we'll put the draw back for the painting afterwards. So, Joe Cervini from Sault Ste. Marie. And we'll put you back in for that draw, and you get a T-shirt and a bunch of truffles. And now for the original painting that you've been putting in the draw all this time. So we'll dig through here to a wrinkled up little one that says Arlene Metis-Jung. Is that right? She's the one that showed up in all of the other ones, and then, okay, well, you get the painting. I told you, you have to buy a lottery ticket tonight. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning at the sessions. Thank you. Good night.